the meaning of that red glow shining in the sky? Why, a house afire. Yes, a house afire. First rushing for his hatchet, which he's got near him close by, the noble fireman goes to fight the flames. So, what about him? Yes, what about him? Should he be left in the cold?
One moment, Mr. Conductor, please. Light up there. Oh, and what about you? Where do you come from? Who are you? Who sent you?
I'm the trial turn, sir.
Trial turn?
Yes, sir. I wrote a letter to the manager.
I'm the manager.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening.
I wrote you a letter and you said I was to come and do a trial turn.
Yes, but you wrote and told me that you've got some wonderful new act, which you've gone to considerable expense to produce.
Yes, I did, sir.
Well, where is this wonderful new act?
This is it.
This?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
The Fearless Fireman and Happy Laughing Cobbler song.
The Fearless Fireman and the Happy Laughing Cobbler song?
Yes, sir.
And that's the wonderful new act, eh?
Yes, I haven't seen anybody else doing it.
No, and you never will. But where does all this considerable expense come in?
A real fireman's uniform, sir. This uniform's been in a real fire.
It looks as though it had been on one. Well, what else?
Helmet, sir, fireman's helmet.
Ah, that's been in a real fire too, hasn't it?
Yes, sir, that's been in a real fire too.
And some of it's still in the fire from the look of it.
But it goes on my head all right, sir.
Oh, it goes on that splendidly. Well, what else have you got in this costly production?
A ladder.
Now, that ought to be on the fire.
Yes, sir, but it might burn.
It would.
I
say it would.
It is.
The whole act must have cost you a fortune.
Well, I gave 8 shillings for the ladder, sir, and 1 9 for this hatchet, and I changed a fender and a set of vases for the helmet.
And what did you give for the uniform? A jam jar?
No, sir, an aspidestra.
An aspidestra?
Yes.
Your home must have suffered for this. But what's the idea of it all? Have you ever been a fireman?
No, sir, I've sat next to one.
And I suppose he gave you the inspiration.
He gave me the helmet.
And what's this jolly laughing cobbler song business all about?
It's a song always happy and laughing and jolly, and he lets the world go round, and round it goes, and he's always happy, laughing and jolly.
Well, let's hear some of it. This ought to be good.
Yes, the laughing cobbler song. Laughing all the day. I laugh and I cobble, ho ho, ha ha. Always bright, never grey, should trouble overtake me, as trouble sometimes may. I laugh, hi, no, oh, ah, he, oh, yeah, I laugh, and trouble flies away. See, sir, I went and put in a I where I should have said oh, but you can see the idea of it. He's always happy, laughing and jolly, and trouble goes away from him.
And comes to you.
Yes.
But you know I can't tell whether you were laughing or crying. What were you doing?
I was laughing.
Then I hope I never see you cry.
No, I won't, sir.
Don't. You always be your own bright, cheery, smiling self.
Yes, I don't believe in being miserable. I always say we're here today and gone tomorrow.
Yes, but you'll go tonight if you give us any more of these jolly laughing cobbler songs.
Of course, when I sing that song, sir, I'm supposed to be cobbling, and I really ought to have a boot.
Oh, you'll get a boot, all right. But what were you before you embarked on this perilous venture?
A film actor, sir.
Film actor?
Yes, sir.
Then you'd better go back to the films. You've got a film face.
A film face? Then you think I ought to sort of like sell me face over to the films?
Sell it. Give it to them. And that ladder as well.
But aren't you going to engage me, sir?
What, to do this?
Yes, sir.
Certainly not. You'd ruin the whole program.
Ruin the old program, sir.
Kill it.
Kill it.
Absolutely.
And I thought I'd got such a good act. Such a good act.
Here, one moment. Come back, sunshine. What else can you do?
Funny stories.
Funny stories?
Yes.
You know, you get worse. Tell us one. And mind it's funny.
Yes, funny stories. A Scotchman and an Irishman were one day having a walk along a street, side by side, together. It was on a Monday they were walking, no, Wednesday, no, Saturday.
It was during the week.
Yes, it was, one day of the week. And as they was walking along, they suddenly came to a big shop window with glass all over it. And the Scotchman, he turned to have a look in the window as he wanted to see in it. And the Irishman, he looked on the other side of the road. And on the other side of the road was a very big tree, very high and tall, with leaves and branches sticking out all over it. It was growing there. And when he saw the tree, he turned to the Scotchman and he said, "Here, Murphy," he said, "if that big tree was to fall into that window and break it, as it would if it did," he said, "what would the window go and say to the tree?" Yes. "Oh, this is good." Then said the Scotchman to the Irishman, "Well, I don't know, Sandy. Tell me, what would it say?" Then said the Irishman, "Why, the window would go and say, enormous."
Enormous?
Yes, sir. Enormous. That's what it is. No, take that back. Tremendous. Yes, tremendous. It wouldn't say enormous. Well, that's the end of that one. Now, another very funny story.
That's sufficient. Now, I'll give you just one more chance. What else can you do?
A coon song.
Coon song?
Yes, sir. I sing those songs about going back to places.
Going back to places?
Yes, going back to Dixie and going back to Alabama.
We've had enough of those.
Yes, I've written a coon song myself.
You've written one?
Yes, and I don't go back in the one I've written.
Don't you?
No, I remain stationary where I am.
What's this coon song called?
It's called Dinah, Come and Hold My Hand.
Dinah, come and hold your hand?
Yes, sir.
Sounds pathetic. Let's hear some of it.
Yes, sir. Oh, lumpa-diddly-diddly-diddly, um-pum-tay, diddly-diddly, um-pum-tay.
What on earth is that supposed to be?
Well, I'm supposed to be light-hearted.
Light-headed, I should say. Get on with it.
Yes. Oh, lumpa-diddly-diddly.
That's enough of that. The song.
Yes, the song. Oh, why am I waiting in the moonlight? Oh, Dinah, come and hold my hand. Why am I waiting in the moonlight? Oh, Dinah, come and hold my hand. When the moon do brightly shine, then I'll see that gal of mine. No, I won't. Yes, I will.
Make up your mind about it. You either see her or you don't see her.
I do see her.
Good.
Oh, Dinah, come and hold my hand. Oh, the chorus now. It's my delight from morn till night to dance among the poppies and the corn. Well, dance a bit there. For it's my delight from morn till night. Oh, Dinah, come and hold my hand. I do a bit of a dance there, which I forgot.
Oh, have you? Well, what happens after that?
Well, I haven't thought that out yet, but something's bound to happen.
Oh, something will happen, all right. What's that ooh business all about?
Making whoopee.
What's the end of all this?
Oh, I've got a good end to this. In the end, Dinah comes out and holds me hand.
Does she?
Yes, and she says to me, "Honey, I am here," and I look at her with love light in me eyes, and I say, "Atta boy."
Atta boy?
Yes, and that's the end.
Certainly is. It's awful. Atrocious.
Atrocious.
Yes.
And the fireman.
Oh, that's worse still.
But, sir...
Well, what now?
Do you want a sword swallower?
Sword swallower? No!